The Jewish Response to Missionaries. This is a powerful, new, and complete 18-part digitally remastered CD series or 24-part cassette series with 423 new pages, plus an in-depth study guide by Rabbi Tovia Singer, a must-have for any library collection. This outstanding commentary is available now for only $99 plus shipping and handling. Order online now at www.outreachjudaism.org or call toll-free 1-800-315-JEWS. That's 1-800-315-JEWS.
Hi everyone, a very young group of tourists. Jews throughout the world complete learning the entire Talmud for the 11th time, remembering a fallen terror victim by helping those in need, and David Miller enjoys American football in the Israeli capital. So don't go anywhere, Israeli Salad will begin in 23 seconds. Shalom and welcome to Israeli Salad. From time to time, we like to present groups who've come to Israel for a visit. Yes, I won't deny our intention is to motivate you to be part of the next group coming to the Holy Land. The group we'll now meet consists of very young tourists. These 8th grade students learn at the bicultural Jewish day school in Stamford, Connecticut. Every year, this day school sends their 8th graders on a tour to Israel. The school sees this tour as an essential part of their educational program. Mark Kaplan met the group in the old city of Jerusalem.
The 8th grade trip to Israel is a 3-week-long trip, and we go north, south, east, west, museums, hiking, everything you can imagine. It's a culmination of the children's learning.
Everything we've been learning about in school and all the places we've learned about and the times and stuff, it's all real, and this is where it happened, and it's very cool to see.
I know a lot about what the people are talking about and all the sites because they've been teaching us about it.
Just kind of said, wow, it's real. I can't believe it's real.
Jerusalem and the Kotel, if I had to pick one thing, but just the entire state and all the different things here. It's all amazing. You have so much stuff in such a little amount of space, it's hard to believe.
It's the old city in general, because you hear about it all your lives and you finally see it, and it's just mind-boggling. It's just, you see it, you hear about it, they tell you how old it is, and you see it and you can't believe it's real.
Probably going to Yad Vashem was really touching, because at the end they have this spot where it says the state of Israel was born, and that really touched me at the end. Like, I was here, actually in Israel.
We want them to bring back a kesher, a connection with Israel, with the people, with the land. We just want that connection to continue, and that they'll feel great about the state of Israel, the people, and their religion and their culture, that they'll continue to come back here, and that they'll ensure that their kids will come back here also.
I'll definitely come back for a trip. I don't know if I'll live here, but definitely for a trip. Many more.
Yeah, I'm going to come back here many times.
I do plan on coming back for trips because it's been a lot of fun.
It was great.
It's just been a great time.
It was really cool, and I learned a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. And I can't believe our trip's almost over.
Last week, we saw how the State of Israel honored the memory of fallen teenage terror victim Ela Abu Kassis by educating Israeli youth. This week we'll see how students of the Ulpanot, the religious girls' high schools, honor the memory of another fallen terror victim by emulating the victim's traits. Now, I know it might feel weird that, again, we're talking about sad issues on Israeli Salad, but as I've mentioned before, Israeli Salad is here to present the life and the continuance, even if in some cases it involves difficult events. The event we're relating to now is definitely difficult as the Ulpanot students gathered to honor the memory of Tali Chatuel and her 4 daughters who were murdered at point-blank range by terrorists on the Kisufim route in the Gaza Strip.
נחסם הלב ונקרע הלב בשעה שבציר הזה מצאו את מותם ביד זד ורשע.
Our hearts are broken and torn. On the Kisufim route, Tali and her 4 daughters were killed by evil and murderous hands. This gathering, a gathering of kindness and charity, opens the route of yearning and gives hope, hope to the people and to the land.
תקווה גם לעם וגם לארץ יחדיו.
In her lifetime, Tali Chatuel was to many a symbol of giving, as she worked as a social worker. Students of Southern religious girls' high schools decided to honor Tali's memory and the memory of her 4 young daughters in a special way. They made a pledge. In this pledge, the girls took upon themselves to contribute to society. The first stage will be the distribution of Purim packages to needy families.
We came from Ofakim. Our goal is to honor Tali Hatuel's memory, and we came to do kindness and to pray in her memory. We want to learn how to perform acts of kindness in the nation of Israel, act for the benefit of the nation, together with all the students in southern Israel. This special initiative of the heads of the southern Ulpanot is the beginning of many acts of kindness that you are doing and will continue to do. The greatest memorial for Tali is establishing a memorial of a world of kindness.
After holding a prayer ceremony in memory of the Chatuels near the gravesite of the late Baba Sali, the Kabbalistic rabbi, the girls marched on what they called the Tali March. At the end of the march, the girls met Tali's husband, David. For some of them, it wasn't the first time they met David, as they were familiar with him as a high school teacher.
וכינוס כזה גדול, אני חייב לומר שגם הוא עוצמה ולי הוא נותן כוח.
I must say that a great gathering like this has much power. It gives me a lot of strength to see many people that want to identify themselves with Tali and to continue her way and to help other people.
שרוצים לעזור לאנשים אחרים.
Hundreds of thousands of Jews from around the world celebrated the 11th completion of the daily study of the Babylonian Talmud. This learning cycle is also known as the Daf Yomi. The Talmud is 2,711 pages long, it's divided into 67 books, and it makes up the base of Judaism's oral law. Immediately after the 7.5-year cycle was completed, the new cycle began the next day with no intermission, emphasizing the infinity and the everlasting continuation of Jewish Torah learning. Here's a look at the Daf Yomi and the Me'orot Daf Yomi organization that spreads this learning program around the world. In 1923, Rabbi Meir Shapira of Lublin, Poland, established the Daf Yomi learning program. The Daf Yomi, which means the daily page, is a program of studying 1 page of Talmud each and every day. The Daf Yomi system became famous through all the Jewish communities of Europe. In the 1940s, the system was almost totally forgotten due to the Holocaust. But after the war, many Jews decided to renew Rabbi Shapira's heritage, and the Daf Yomi system slowly began to become recognized again. In the year 2000, the Daf Yomi program received a significant boost as the Me'orot Daf Yomi organization was founded. The goal of this organization was to create a nationwide network of daily Daf Yomi lectures for everyone. Me'orot Daf Yomi holds lectures that fit well-learned Torah scholars as well as someone who has never opened a Talmud before. The different types of locations where Daf Yomi learning takes place, including many lectures organized by Me'orot Daf Yomi, shows how the program is suitable for anyone. One of the lectures of Me'orot Daf Yomi takes place in the Israel Diamond Center, where businessmen, observant and non-observant, stop their work in the afternoon to gather to learn Talmud together.
Out of the blue, someone told me about the daily Daf Yomi lectures. I came, listened, and was turned on. Since then, it's been a year already. Every day I learn. It's thanks to my son that I'm learning so seriously. Today, I can't miss it. I stop working and go to learn.
Me'orot HaDaf HaYomi uses modern technology as well, as around 40,000 weekly publications are distributed throughout the world, and the website is constantly updated with relevant Talmud learning materials. And so, more than 70 years after he started the cycle, Rabbi Meir Shapira's heritage is flourishing today, and the Daf Yomi cycle is changing the lives of many.
From being a slave to my business, working day and nights around the clock, I found myself dedicating every day 1 hour to myself, something for my soul. I'm investing a lot of time, efforts and sources for Me'orot HaDaf HaYomi, and actually I find out that I'm investing in myself.
The Hebrew word kaduregel is literally translated as ball foot or football. But the actual meaning of kaduregel is soccer, which, by the way, involves a lot more footwork than football. Anyhow, soccer is the most prominent sport in Israel, and not many Israelis are familiar with American football. That's why when we heard what kind of stadium was being rededicated in Jerusalem, we had to go see it for ourselves. David Miller and Tennis Samuel were there.
Well, it's a beautiful night here in Jerusalem for American football. We're here at Kraft Stadium in the rededication tonight. Mr. Robert Kraft, the owner of the three-time Super Bowl champion New England Patriots, was here to rededicate the field. Some big improvements. We have AstroTurf, or artificial turf here. We have a new press box, bleachers, and a sound system. Mr. Kraft made some remarks, and this is what he had to say.
In 1999, we came here and we established this little stadium here. And it wasn't until we did that we were privileged to win 3 out of the next 4 Super Bowls.
For those in the know, seeing American football being played here in Israel is not so new, but tonight was special. Even the girls play football, and they play pretty well, too. Even Bibi Netanyahu got into the act, but frankly, just between you and me, I think the girls play better. For the first time in history, there was some hardware on display that had never been seen outside the United States.
And there's nothing that personifies American football at its highest level than this trophy.
Reporting from Jerusalem at the Kraft Stadium for Israel National News, I'm David Miller. Be sure to visit the Israeli Salad website. On the Israeli Salad site, scroll through all the editions, see what topics were presented on each program, and simply click on the icon to watch your favorite program. Also, watch all our fantastic music videos featured right here on Israeli Salad. So be sure to click on www.israelnationaltv.com/salad.htm. That's www.israelnationaltv.com/salad.htm.
And now our weekly insight. This week we'll be discussing the last portion of the week for the book of Shmot, Exodus, the Parsha of Pekudei. Shalom to Rabbi David Samson in Jerusalem.
Shalom Yoni. Shalom to all of our viewers around the world.
Rabbi Samson, in the past few Parshiot, we read of the tabernacle, the Mishkan. What exactly was the Mishkan?
What was unique about the Mishkan is that it was portable, and that just like today, people have computers, and they have laptops, which are portable computers, and they have Palm computers that are able to be portable in your pocket. So God taught the Jewish people that He has a temple which is portable, and that if the Jewish people are on the move, then God is on the move with them, and they are able to make a prefab temple which is collapsible. And this prefab temple was able to be with the Jewish people, and it actually was a contrast and a parallel to the situation of the Jewish people. When the Jewish people reside and dwell in Israel, then we have a permanent temple in Jerusalem. As the Jewish people are wandering in the wilderness, so the temple is also wandering in the wilderness, and we have the prefab collapsible tabernacle that went with them in the desert.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Samson.
The Weekly Insight is brought to you in cooperation with Machon Meir, the largest Zionist institute in Israel, bringing people closer to Judaism.
Okay, that's all for this week, so be sure to join us again next week for another program. Until then, from all of us here at Israel National News, Shalom.